If it wasn't for your protection all around me, I don't know where I would be. Lost in a sea of selfishness and gratefulness, surrounded by my life's regret that I'm still trying to forget. But because of your covering, I live to see a new day. Now all that I have to say is thank you for one more chance. One more chance. I could have been out there on the street, begging for some food to eat, wondering will someone help me? So inside me you saw a change, so you showed me a new way. Now all that I have to say, family and friends were nowhere to be found. I kept wandering around, listening for the sound of your still voice speaking to me. But you gave me a new plan, just put my will into your hands, and on my faith I can stand. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, will be done on earth as it is in heaven. still trying to forget. But because of your covering, I live to see a new day. Now all that I have to say is thank you for one more chance, one more chance. I could have been out there on the street, begging for some food to eat, wondering will someone help me? So inside me you saw a change, so you showed me a new way. Now all that I have to say, family and friends were nowhere to be found. I kept wandering around, listening for the sound of your still voice speaking to me. But you gave me a new plan, just put my will into your hands, and on my faith I can stand. Hey YouTube, this is Rochelle, aka Shelly Witt. I'm a little out of breath because I just had a quick power workout of about 15 minutes to start off my lunch break. I'm blessed with an hour lunch break, so I head straight into that for the first half of the lunch break. So I'm getting ready to prepare my meal and kind of give an update on my first day with the end of year meal prep, and kind of have you guys eat lunch with me for a few minutes. I even have you guys on the phone stand in a seat next to me as though you were eating lunch with me. Just so I can acknowledge it, not that anybody cares, but I have a little scar here from a bump that I had recently, and so I can't wait for that to go away. But other than that, so I wanted to do something special for my episodes moving forward that'll keep me accountable and help bring some information to viewers and be something unique as well as interesting. So I said that I would highlight a fitness business of a different kind every upload that I make on specific days of the week. So Monday is Men's Day, and today I'm going to YouTube a fitness business that caters to men, and I'm also going to try and find a trainer that is African American. I want to spotlight a Black trainer as well. That doesn't exclude anybody, because fitness is fitness no matter the skin color. But I like to feature people that I like to see. So I am going to pick one because I just researched randomly and that didn't come up automatically. So I'm going to pick somebody that I've followed for about 8 years now on Instagram. Maybe about the middle or beginning of 2015, maybe the end of 2015, I started following him on Instagram, the beginning of 2016, something or so. So it's been about 8 years, but this gentleman's name is Mike Rashid. Mike Rashid. That's a backwards view of him, but I'm going to make sure to save a link to his channel and put it in the description bar below. Make sure that you go and check out his channel. My favorites of his videos are about his boxing training because he has a lot of experience in that, but he's been fit his whole life, very inspirational, motivational person when it comes to diet and exercise routine, a lot of information, a lot of experience in training, and, you know, just something to inform the men out there if you're looking for a male trainer that has programs for everyone, but specifically is inspirational to you and a man that you can relate to, check out Mike Rashid. Okay, so now let's look at my lunch. So I'll have a little clip that I'll add in here of the snacks that I brought and what I did with them and why I did it. But I brought a couple pieces of fruit as well for a snack besides the salad that I'm about to prepare, so that I had something at my desk for me to go ahead on and grab instead of grabbing the candy, because even though we have candy at our desks more than anybody else in the building, not all of my coworkers go for the candy as much as I do. Now, I just started, so it might be because it's novel to me that I want to grab at it all the time. But honestly, I've been on jobs other places, and it is a compulsion that I don't have because I don't have it at home. So I don't go for it normally. So it's almost like it's always new and exciting to me to have candy at the workplace. And, because I think I don't have it at home, I go ahead on and I grab multiple pieces. And that's the thing, too. Like, one is already adding calories, but when you're at the fifth, sixth piece and you do it a couple days a week, it adds up fast. So I brought my fruit in today. And as you guys remember from last night, I have my veggies. So I'm just going to pour out a few of them. Split my cucumber first. I'm going to split my cucumber up. I'll just take a little piece of that. Also, we have plastic forks and knives here at work. So another thing that I didn't get to verbally mention, but mentioned in the description section, was a benefit of this prep style is just the minimal dishes through cooking as well as prepping in prep bowls. And I thought about it afterward. I was like, well, what are people going to do for utensils and paper plates? And honestly, there's so many places that have them for free. If your workplace does it, just grab something that's disposable. If you have a preference for biodegradable, Chipotle maybe, I don't know. But yeah, check the places that have the disposables if you can't just invest in it up front and put it alongside. And all of this stuff is recyclable. Aluminum, plastic. If you have that much pressure about waste over dishes, then add a recycling bin to your house. And that's about it. And use them in public. So that's my cucumber. And let me grab a pepper out of here. Let's get a couple tomatoes and some of these green onions. So I'm basically gonna scoop out what I want onto my plate of everything that I put in here. And that will give me like my first serving, because in a second I'll show you how many proteins I brought with me. Even though I do have an hour lunch, sometimes we have lulls in between things. And anybody who works in an office setting can identify probably at least one or two people in your office keep snacks on deck. If you're not that person that keeps snacks on deck, and they're not always the healthiest just because they have to be non-perishable, because you work in an office, you don't work in a kitchen oftentimes. And so you don't have a refrigerator that you have access to. But one thing that I also wanted to mention yesterday and didn't get to mention is if you don't have any type of serious mental biases against food that's aged further than 3 days, all of these vegetables that I got from the grocery store had at least a 7-day expiration date or best by date. And more than likely, they would still be semi-edible visually and flavor-wise for 2 to 3 days past that best by date. So, having plants that don't have pesticides on them all the time is good. But the ones that have been protected from pest contamination and are just not aging as fast because you store them well, they were stored well before, they were protected while they were in the field, all of that, they're not going to age in 2 or 3 days. So you can stock up your fresh produce for 7 days and prep your meals 7 days in advance and not have to think about it, and have something fresh every single day that you choose it. So I have my veggies here, and I brought, and so the other thing is it can sit out. It can sit out. It doesn't always have to be in the refrigerator. Like once you do have something for that day, it can last you multiple hours throughout the day. It's not 30 minutes and oh man, my salad's no good, I'm done for. Like it can last. So be a little bit patient in your mind when it's not normal and you're used to like packaged things that you don't have to think about perishing. It's like a new way of thinking that this is going to last. It's still fully nourishing to me in the time frame that I'm ready to eat it. But I brought my salmon, I brought my catfish, and I brought my turkey. I am going to start with the catfish, simply because that's what I grabbed first. But here's my serving of catfish. I'm just going to put that on the side. I could totally put it in the microwave and warm it. You know, it is fish, so it's a sensitive smell to some people, which is weird because, like, you know, people don't trip over chicken, but somehow the scent of fish is like the end of the world, but all of it's like animal flesh. So it all has its own different scent. It's like, we're weird when it comes to stuff. Anywho, so I'm not gonna warm it. I'm just gonna keep it. It's already fully cooked through, so I'm just gonna keep it cool, like I would tuna or any other meat that I could have, cold or hot, that's fully cooked. And I have my balsamic vinaigrette here today, so I'm just going to drizzle this over a little bit. Just make a little semi-funnel and get about a tablespoon and a half of that on there. Leave a lot of it for later. For my other two meals, another thing I did was seal the fish inside the salad bag on top of it, just so the scent didn't permeate throughout the work fridge. And lastly, if you're one of those people who has issues with your food touching until like you incorporate it or things like that, this is all the more useful of a method for you because there's so many options for separation as opposed to like the convenience of kind of combining ingredients. So like stews and soups and stuff like that, everything's always touching. But when you have like protein and salad base, you already have a essence of separation to start with, and then you can kind of like just continue to build on that. Use your sandwich bags and your foil wraps and like get at it, you know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to share preparing my lunch. I'm gonna dig in now. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope that you like this video. I hope that you comment on this video and just leave an encouraging word for yourself and somebody else. And make sure that you share this video with somebody somewhere and subscribe to the channel. I'm looking forward to getting to enough subscribers to do lives and be able to share fitness and health and just have some accountability and a community. So toodaloo, you guys. Deuces, and I'll talk to you later.